I'm giving you an advertisement for a pet bird. The bigger the bird, the more this is true. The little maybe sparrows or warblers, little creatures that dart all around, not so much, but the parrot-like birds, parakeets and things, that's what they're all like. They want you to touch them. But a moment I linger, for the lustrous stars detain me. Who, which? The star in the west and Lincoln. The star, you see, my departing comrade holds and detains me. Lincoln is his departing comrade. Oh, how shall I warble myself for the dead one there I loved? Lincoln. And you see, he's already said he loves him now. He repeats it. He loves him. Perish the thought if any of these political people were to come to a bad end. Would you say, I loved them, Kerry, Bush, Bush Sr., Clinton maybe up to the point he was caught in the cloakroom with his pants down or whatever. Some people probably loved him. Reagan, some people love, but not the way this one loves Lincoln, I think. He loves. And you understand why. There's something there that you can realize could be loved. And he explains it. How should I deck my song for the large, sweet soul? Large, sweet soul. Again, talking about your president as a large, sweet soul. I can't imagine anyone in recent memory over the last 100 years you could describe like that. That is gone. And how about Hoover? Large, sweet soul. President Harding, Calvin Coolidge. You probably don't know who these people are. Large, sweet souls. Oh, Rutherford B. Hayes. I doubt it, really. It was unique. There's something unique happened there, obviously, in our history. And what even the Southerners, whether they like to admit it or not, will probably ultimately have to admit that there was something unique there. And what shall I, because they came up against a unique force, because they thought that that would be easy. They would just take off and no one would actually be willing to go through that grueling, ordeal. And without a leader like that, I'm sure it never would have, that the ordeal would, people wouldn't have carried it through. Certainly, look at Iraq, there's, about thousands of the number of casualties. Someone was telling me that there's maybe an average of 2 a day in Iraq, maybe, whereas in the Second World War there were like 300 a day average. And in the Civil War there was probably sometimes 3,000 a day. And who would go through that? It's not this country the way it is at the present time, obviously. So, large, sweet soul. And what shall my perfume be for the grave of him I love? Again, I love him. We saw this. Sea winds blown from the east, blown from the eastern sea, blown from the western sea, till they are on the prairies meeting. That's the perfume. The winds of this country. These and with these and my chant, the wind of my song. I'll perfume the grave of him I love. And what shall I hang on the chamber walls of the mausoleum? What shall the pictures be that I hang on the walls to adorn the burial house of him I love? Yeah, him I love. And he then describes America. It's a bit too sentimental for me to read the whole thing, but you can get the point. Pictures of growing spring and farms and houses and hills and cities and workshops and people going to their work and on panoramas of the whole country in its peaceful aspect. And lo, body and soul, this land, my own Manhattan, with spires and sparkling and hurrying tides and ships and fair and ample land in the south and the north and Ohio shores and flashing Missouri and far-spreading prairies, the most excellent sun, and he goes on like that. 13 changes back to the swamp. Sing on, you gray brown bird. Sing from the swamps, the recesses pour your chant. Sing, O dearest brother, warble your reedy song. Liquid, loud human song, with voice of uttermost woe, liquid and free and tender, and so on. Oh, wondrous singer, you only I hear, yet the star holds me, but will soon depart. The memory of Lincoln. Yet the lilac with mastering odor holds me. All these themes now he's putting together. Lilac, star, bird, and him as poet. All those are the four overriding themes of this crazy poem that you would never think is a good funeral poem, and yet it turns out that it is. So he talks about the country again, the summer approaching with richness, the fields, the streets throbbing, throb.